Strap in. Buckle up. And start your engines. Police Interceptors. The front line in the war on crime. High speed.
140 miles an hour.
High tech. And highly trained.
Canto, come! Come on, Cat, where is he?
With performance cars on the roads, eyes in the sky, and 4 legs in reserve. This is Lincolnshire's elite as they clamp down on crime. Coming up, Sergeant Baxter takes to his heels.
Turn round!
Then his wheels after a disappearing driver. A marathon motor pursuit ends with bonnet gymnastics. And Mark Carlin picks up the pieces of a drinker's ditched motor.
Yes, sir. Is it drivable?
No, it isn't. It's down a 10-foot ditch.
Lincolnshire. A vast and glorious countryside, crossed by nearly 2,000 miles of tarmac. Patrolling this patch of green and grey is the job of the Interceptors. But cracking crime is a 24-hour task. And as most of the county clocks off, the Interceptors keep watch. Saturday night, the outskirts of Boston. As partygoers around the county dance the night away, Suzie Ranyard tails a suspicious motor. It's just made the mistake of speeding past her unmarked S3. And she's not about to let it go.
I think it is a Vauxhall Astra.
It's Vauxhall Astra in silver and there's no other APL marker on it, over.
Yeah. Received there, thank you.
The car's coming back clean. But with 6 years on the force, Suzie knows a simple speed stop can hide all kinds of trouble. Caution is key for a lone copper. Something's not right. At first, Suzie thinks it might be to do with booze.
Have you anything to drink this evening?
No.
You haven't? I'm just going to do a quick breath test on you anyway, all right, because I can smell alcohol on you.
Inside the car are a woman and 3 lads. It could be fairly innocent, but Suzie's job is to leave no room for doubt.
OK, I just need you to take a nice deep breath for me and then just blow one continuous breath till I say stop, OK? 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 It's a 0. It is, yeah. There you go, just grab hold of that tube for me.
All clear on the machine, but Suzie's far from satisfied.
Where have you been?
Sorry?
Where have you been?
I'm just coming from Wellingborough. We're going to
on our
my
way
friend's
somewhere.
party.
You going where, sorry?
We're just on our way to somewhere. We're on our way to
OK.
a house party.
All right.
So it appears the lads were rushing to a house party, but they weren't too quick to give an answer. Suzie has a feeling there's more to it.
NC Tank 3-1.
But as she runs her check, the lads don't seem to be taking this too seriously.
I see today. Are you from Northamptonshire?
Sorry?
Are you from Northamptonshire?
No.
Big NN8.
GD, a W.
Do you want to just stand on the path because you're in the middle of the road?
So you?
Sorry, just say it again.
The cheeky chat isn't just annoying, it's getting suspicious. So Suzie takes a closer look. And it doesn't take long before this stop for speeding turns into something more serious.
I've located some bags of drugs. If I'll just show you them now. There's quite a large amount of drugs here. Which
Suzie's instincts were correct. There appear to be all kinds of drugs. possibly a load of Class Bs and maybe even Class As. It's enough to open a small pharmacy. Only none of this lot will cure a chesty cough. Despite the drugs haul, one of the cheeky boys is still not seeing the serious side.
This is what happens when you travel too far with alcohol. Don't do it. Don't.
With 4 possible arrests, Suzie needs backup to help round up the party people. And with such a sizable stash, Suzie suspects it's not just for personal use. Time for more detective work.
Right, like I said, we've found that bag of weed. You listening? That's yours, the big bag. Okay. What about the little blue bag? If you just stop playing with your phone for a second.
I'll turn it off.
Okay. Little blue bag with the jar with little white powder in. That's yours as well, is it? Okay. And you've got the other bag. Yeah.
2 of the lads have fessed up to owning some of the drugs, but it still seems like a lot for just 2 people.
Right. I'll tell you what's going to happen. All of you are coming in, so you're all under arrest with possession with intent to supply, just so we can interview you and establish exactly who it belongs to, all right?
As far as the law's concerned, there's a massive difference between possessing and dealing. Maximum for Class A possession is 7 years, but for dealing, you could be locked up for life. So determining intent is critical. And everyone's bound for Boston Nick. The group's travel arrangements are causing a major moan.
You can go in the van. These 2 can go in your car, you'll be all right, won't you?
Okay.
Why do I have to go in the slot van?
Because it's bigger.
And it seems one bloke's got special requirements.
Can't go in the car?
No, because...
No, can I just say one thing though, truthfully?
What's that?
I'm a big guy, yeah, I'll get claustrophobic. I'm not sitting in no tight little space.
He seems a bit precious, and the demands don't end with legroom.
Let's make that till we get there, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
In the car, yeah?
No, in the van.
Yeah, no, dog in there. No, that's in the car.
Can I have an issue currents, please? Possession with intent to supply. I've got 4 in custody.
The party people are packed up and back on the road. Only instead of a night of riotous raving to look forward to, it's a night of quickfire Q&A at the Boston Nick.
They've all been arrested because they all need to be interviewed so we can establish who the drugs belong to, and then that person can get dealt with. If I'd have let one go and not others, they could easily blame it on that person, so they've all come in so they can all give their version of events.
It seems a serious amount of drugs were found in the car. Still to come, Formula One manoeuvres on a 14-mile-an-hour pursuit. Dan takes a blunt approach to bad breath.
Random check again?
No, because you stink of it. You've got alcohol in your breath.
And the lads make a sharp assessment of some dreadful driving.
Yeah, drunk.
Coming up, Sergeant Baxter gives a roadside medical.
You ain't got the lurgy, have you? I can't smell alcohol. You get yourself off. You've got a bad throat.
Dan reveals he's a fan of strict parenting.
Take your hands out of your pockets, mate. I don't want to tell you again.
And serious political commentary from Sergeant Carlin.
You want to be a dog handler later, do you? Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, well, there is budget cuts. That used to be in Alsatian.
A slow evening in Lincoln. Sergeant Jason Baxter and his team have set up a checkpoint to catch people over the limit.
Evening, sir. Morning. Been drinking? We're actually we're stopping people voluntarily unless they've committed offence, and I can't see any offence that you've committed. And we're asking for voluntary breath tests. You happy to comply, sir?
Despite driving a beefy Beamer X5, the Sarge's ride of choice is the back of a cab. Something a tipsy traveller might want to consider.
0. Thank you very much, sir. If you want to pull that tube off there, there's a memento of your evening.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your patience.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
But with no one testing positive so far, it doesn't hurt to keep the mood light.
How old are you, please? Purely for stats.
27.
I'm making you 37 there. I'm putting 10 years on you. You ain't got the lurgy, have you?
I have.
Oh dear. You got flu?
80.
I can't smell alcohol. You get yourself off. You've got a bad throat. Come to me, please. Like a blow up a balloon. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. 0. You gonna pull that tube off there, mate? Yeah, there's your excuse to your other half as to why you're 5 minutes late. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. Thank you. 0.
Joking aside, the team need to keep their eyes peeled. A police stop check is one place a driver with a guilty conscience can really let things slip.
Ideally, where we are now, we need to be situated just before this junction, because if they come round that bend and we're sort of down there a little bit, they can just turn in this junction and do one on us. If we see somebody up there do a big U-ey and start driving off, we'll be going after them and see what they've got to say.
And the Sarge was right to be concerned.
Just turn round.
A motor's just turned tail in the junction right in front of the checkpoint and gone off in the opposite direction. So that beefy Beamer gets its wake-up call.
What car was it?
There's no telling why the bloke dodged the check, but one thing's for sure, it doesn't look good. So the Sarge needs to track him down fast. Easier said than done.
Yeah, I've gone right on that roundabout and took the next roundabout back into town and followed my nose in. I've not come across anything yet. I might come back to you in a bit. I'll have a quick scoot.
Yeah, Roger.
But the Sarge knows these streets like the back of his hand, and guessing the driver may have wanted to pick up on his original route, he's back on target.
There it is.
Still with no clue why the motor turned tail, the Sarge runs a check.
AMPR, Tango C12. Moving vehicle check, please, Paul. Colour 542, Netland Road.
He split the scene once. The Sarge is hoping this time he won't get away. And it looks like he's taken the flashing blue hint.
Hello, sir. Is this your car?
Yes.
He's a big lad, and they're barely past hello when the check comes back.
Yeah, 36 hours, it shows as insurance not held.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Stand by. So this car's shown as not insured.
This was left to me by my granddad who died near a few weeks ago, so the car should be insured.
The big lad thinks that by inheriting his car, he's also inherited his insurance.
Well, I don't have any past convictions. Or when I work for SIA, I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah, 36 hours, it shows.
SIA means the big lad's a bouncer.
You've turned around on us on that check, haven't you?
I didn't think that was a check. I thought because there was a few here, I thought it was an accident or something, so I start work at 11:15.
Right, okay.
I can get you a producer if you like or something like that, just to prove that it has just been left to me, literally.
Well, no, the producer's irrelevant, mate. It's going to be whether it's insured or not.
Right.
And that's going to be the crux of the matter.
Is there nothing I can do just to get to work to do something? It's my only really second night here. I only live at Retford. I won't travel out here for anyone out of insurance.
Jump in the passenger seat, mate.
He's still pleading ignorance. But intentional or not, the law takes a dim view of driving without insurance. Although the Sarge seems happy to double-check the facts.
When did that insurance run out, please, Paul? Was mentioned on that last insurance or not? So it's looking like it's not insured.
So after the bouncer's granddad passed away, the insurance company cancelled the policy. But the soft-hearted Sarge thinks it may be an honest mistake, and he's willing to give him a chance.
Are you able to insure that car now? With a credit card over the phone or something like that?
Not right now, I can do it first thing in the morning.
No, I can't let it. If it drove away from here and had a crash, you see, that's why I can't do it. You'll have to seize it. I will give you a lift down to work, okay? And sadly, it is going to be 6 points for your licence for driving no insurance.
If a motor can't be insured on the spot, the police will take it off the street and stick it in storage until the insurance can be paid.
It sounds like it's a mistake. and I will write that up on the back of the ticket. You're probably really cheesed off at the moment, but the thing is, believe it or not, it's better to find out it's not insured in these circumstances than in a massive crash.
His car seized, it's a brisk walk for the bouncer, who decided against the police escort to work.
We've got recovery en route now, and it's an uninsured car that's off the road. Seems a nice guy, you know, whether he's telling the truth or not about whether he knew it was insured or not, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's not insured. Nice guy or not, he needs to be insured to be on the road.
Driving without insurance could result in a hefty fine and possible points. But in the end, no further action was taken. It's the Christmas party season in Lincoln. The night's in full swing and the pubs are yet to close. Making sure the rowdy revellers toe the line, the Interceptors are out pounding the beat and cruising the streets. One of the swiftest stallions in their stable is the Beamer 530. With a top speed of 115 miles per hour and gunning 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat. Just outside the city, 2 officers are using one of these automotive thoroughbreds to tail a stolen Corsa.
I've got a vehicle failing stop on Roman.
But this is not exactly a high-speed pursuit.
30, 30 miles an hour, receiving.
Sticking well below the 30 miles per hour limit, the dawdling driver seems to be in a world of his own. Perhaps a little seasonal indulgence.
Oscar, that's 1-4. Are you anywhere near? Craig, we've got a failed stop with Hillside Avenue. We're just going down to Monks Road.
And aside from driving like Grandad, he's also giving the Interceptors a helping hand at every turn.
Yeah, we're right onto Monks Road.
By remembering to indicate.
Speed still 30.
But it won't impress the coppers. More than 100,000 cars were stolen last year, and only half of those have ever been recovered. Top of the Christmas list for car crooks are high-performance Beamers and Mercs. But it seems even the humble Corsa has its light-fingered fans.
Just give us the Western Coops address.
The team tries to pull around him. But with a move like Vettel in super slow-mo, the driver undercuts at under 15 miles per hour.
Yeah, white male driver, short dark hair. Left.
Heading into the garages of a housing estate, it looks like the Corsa's slow dance with the cops is about to come to an end. The team tries to hem him in. But it turned out the lad was faster on his feet than he was on 4 wheels. The Interceptors eventually caught up with the cautious car crook and found he'd been on the sauce, which might explain his rambling approach to a getaway. The driver pleaded guilty to nicking the car and drink driving when already banned. He was handed a 20-week suspended sentence. With around 1 in 6 road deaths in the UK related to alcohol, the Interceptors are taking a no-nonsense stance on drink driving. And Dan Brigginshaw at the wheel of his unmarked Audi S3 is no exception.
We're in Boston at the moment, 8 o'clock on a Saturday night, temporarily looking for drink drivers and anybody else who thinks tonight will be a good night to commit some crimes.
Just like his Audi, Dan's an ultra-efficient law machine, and nothing makes his blood boil like a mullered motorist. With just cause.
I've been doing the job for just under 10 years, been to numerous fatals. Part of the job is attending those on the roads policing unit and investigating them, so you do get to know families, you get to know people involved. It ruins lives, and you can see lives falling between, around people's ears as you go and tell them their son's dead. So yeah, we see a lot of the consequences of drink driving.
Approaching a roundabout, Dan spots something he doesn't like. The red Focus just stopped dead before the roundabout, and someone inside shouted at some passing girls. Dan's not impressed and decides to have a word.
Hello, mate. How are you? Turn your engine off, it's not off already. What were you shouting out the window for?
My friend.
Right. Well, if you're going to do something like that when you're driving, you need to indicate or come somewhere else, not just hold all the traffic up and get in people's way. Yeah, but the driver's driving. You want to concentrate on driving. You come up to a roundabout, don't just stop and do nothing, all right?
Dan doesn't muck around when it comes to the highway code, and he's just as quick to notice a familiar whiff.
Just do a quick breath test with you, because I smell some alcohol on you. Have you had any drinks of alcohol in the last 20 minutes? When you're ready, just blow into the tube. Keep going to take a stop, please. Stop, thank you. Just bring your left hand up so it's not under your leg, thank you.
Loud and clear, a result.
Just take your seatbelt off.
And it's bad news for the driver.
You're under arrest, mate, on suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit of alcohol. So you don't have to say anything, but it may be defence. Do I mention when questioned such a late relying in court, and if you do say may begin evidence, your arrest is necessary so I can take you down the nick, put you on a big machine, find out how much alcohol's in your system, okay?
The handheld breathalyzers clocked the driver at just over the limit. But police can only make a conviction based on a high second reading on a machine at the station. Before then, Dan decides to dig deeper.
Is there anything in this car that shouldn't be here? Any drugs? Because I'm going to check. Any drugs on you? Come to PC World car park, please. Got a drink driver, if you wouldn't mind. Step out of the motor, mate. Yeah,
Dan's a cop who likes to leave no stone unturned. So whilst he waits for transport, there's time to check the blokes aren't hiding anything.
Just keep your hands where I can see them, mate. Make sure I can see your hands. Walk towards me then.
I think it's the wind that's blowing the door. It's probably set the alarm on.
Don't put your hands in your pockets. Don't. All right. And the moment you're detained for a search, mate, okay? Drug search.
Even though they don't seem to be making any trouble for Dan, an experienced copper always errs on the side of caution.
All the idiots are out. Yo, come back here, mate.
Although sometimes the job is a bit like herding cats.
Some right idiots out tonight, eh? Not you boys, I'm on about them. Go ahead, Skip.
Yeah, someone's coming down to you to give you a hand over.
Thank you. Take your hands out of your pockets, mate. I don't want to tell you again. You're entitled to a copy stock search form, that's within the next 12 months. Can't tell because the smell of alcohol inside that vehicle, but it smells a bit like cannabis to me, so that's what I'm checking for, all right, so you understand? Yeah. Has anyone smoked cannabis in that car lately? I'm not necessarily saying it was you guys.
Nobody smoked.
No? Okay. Okay, just take your gloves off for me. Nice one, you can stick them back on.
It seems the blokes are clean, but Interceptors are born skeptics.
Is this petrol or diesel, this car?
Petrol.
That's Dan's subtle way of asking if they've nicked it. And whilst they've passed that test, the driver's next one will be to blow on the big machine at Boston Nick. But it seems the bloke can't wait for a second opinion.
So how is possible if I have some alcohol in my breath if I finish 12 o'clock?
Well, I don't know, you tell me. Did you have loads to drink? Whatever. You have got some in your breath, so that's it.
3 beers, go sleep. Can you check again?
No, because you stink of it. You've got alcohol in your breath.
On the evidential machine back at the station, it was confirmed that the driver had been drinking, but he blew beneath the legal charging limit.
Just one.
Not much gets past the big machine, and not much gets past Dan either.
You want to get some lights on them bikes, boys? You get run over, won't you?
Still to come. The team go airborne on a river rescue.
Can you actually see her? Yeah.
I can't see her, I can just hear her.
Sergeant Carlin is called to a nightmare crash.
Here's the car. And here's the officers.
And it's Man Mountain versus Mother Nature.
But he branches went straight across in front of us.
Coming up, as the chopper takes to the skies, time out for wildlife watching. A live weather forecast from Sergeant Moon.
Still windy.
And a ratted runaway gives the stinger the slip. Throughout the UK, emergency services are on standby for a disaster. A huge storm is brewing across Britain, bringing gale force winds, major travel disruption, and what's set to be the biggest tidal surge in over 60 years.
Right across Lincolnshire, flood warnings have been issued today as high winds have battered the region. That's caused a number of issues on the roads with debris.
As Mother Nature hurls all she's got at Lincolnshire, a lone car braves the elements. Behind the wheel, the big man, Sergeant John Moon.
I think the east coast is being battered with winds, and I think there's a tidal surge expected between 7 and 9 tonight. So we've got a load of resources committed to patrolling the east coast.
The Sarge is an ale-loving ex-rugby bloke with a military past. So if anyone can tackle a storm, it's the Man Mountain himself. But things are getting worse, and even Boston Nick is battening down the hatches.
Says they're closing Boston Police Station.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what's going on.
There's trees down everywhere, mate. They're expecting a big tidal surge. They've got a load of guys on the Robbo and the Galileo team and that, all on the east coast.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, that's what I'm probably doing. They says leave your dog at home.
Oh, well, mate. Money's money.
Across the county, the force is bracing itself for a tough time ahead.
As you probably heard, one of the dog handlers, John Peacock's, had his day off cancelled.
With the freak surge predicted to hit Boston sometime in the evening, days off and holidays have been cancelled as cops have been called in to prepare for the upcoming emergency. And it's beginning to look a bit hairy, even for the big man.
But he branches went straight across in front of us.
No doubt dreaming of a job in Special Branch, the Sarge shows even more promise as a weatherman.
Still windy.
But right now, his focus is on keeping the road safe for other people.
Just round the corner here, it sounds that there's a road, the road is blocked. We'll just pass it, they're sending another police officer to it. But as we're passing it, it's only fair that we, get there before he does.
Local farmers are dealing with an unstable tree next to a nearby road, and they need police to keep the public out of harm's way. Cue the big fella.
Here we are.
The road is blocked. And the local farmers are struggling with several tons of tree, which is threatening to topple onto the road at any moment. To make matters worse, the top of the tree is hanging by a thread. Towering over a public road, it's an accident waiting to happen. But some determined commuters seem unaware of the danger.
Sorry? You just have to bear with us, madam. You have to bear with it. It's your own safety as well, OK?
The farmers are going for controlled chop down. But with the wind gusting at up to 80 miles per hour, one false move could spell disaster. A bit more. And it's job done for the farmers. Over to the Sarge. And the roughy-tufty rugby man's not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Thank you very much indeed. Thanks very much. No, you've done a grand job. It'd have been a lot longer if you were here.
The road is now cleared and traffic's flowing.
What a sterling job Mr. Rose and his farmers have done. I think it would have been a great day, a long time. It wasn't for the members of the public all helping. So we'll get some road slow signs now. We'll stick them up because there's a bit of debris left on the road. Then no doubt on to the next one.
One giant tree felled, but for the lofty lawman, the day's far from over.
There's trees falling down on the road everywhere. It seems every couple of minutes we get another call for a road blocked. I say I don't know what it's like in the rest of the county, but if it's anything like this, it'll be a pretty busy day for us and evening.
The wind's battered the county for several hours now, but the worst is yet to come. It's just gone 7 p.m. And in Boston, the storm surge has done its damage, breaching the flood defences and sending 4-foot waves of river water through the streets.
A tidal surge has caused major flooding to homes and businesses in the centre of town in Boston. For many in Boston, they're tonight facing the heartbreaking process of trying to get rid of floodwaters. It struck after a storm gathered in the North Sea, sending tides far higher than normal levels.
The Interceptors are pulling together to coordinate fire and rescue teams as they attempt to control the flood and begin the task of evacuating over 200 people from their homes. Slogging through the small hours is tough business. Picking up the pieces is more than a night's work. And next morning, Sergeant Mark Carlin is making his way to flood-torn Boston.
Last night we had a major incident where Boston's flood defences failed because it was the highest tide and weather conditions for, I think they say, 60 years. In fact, somebody said 200 years.
The Sarge is part of the day shift, sent to relieve the officers who've been working through the night. Throughout his 15 years on the force, the 6'4" enforcer has been on a mission to make a difference. And today is no exception.
But today is about a mop-up operation and us to go over there and offer our assistance in any way we can to help people try to get back to some normality after what clearly was a traumatic evening.
In the cold light of day, the scale of the operation is clear. Homes are in tatters. Streets are a disaster zone. The job of the police now is to help people whose homes and businesses have been destroyed. But it's no mean feat.
It gives you some idea of the ferocity of what happened. All those premises there are waterlogged. They've been pumped out by the brigade and back into the river. It just sums up what happened. I mean, some of the properties have been very lucky. They've had no problem whatsoever, but the ones behind us have got some of the brunt of the bow waves, and certainly of the tidal wave that's come over the top. So it's really your luck along here. Who's got it and who hasn't? But these certainly have. You know, not very nice. Certainly not.
When weather's on the warpath, an interceptor's job isn't just about fighting crime. Sometimes the battle with Mother Nature is a matter of life and death. A woman's been reported trapped somewhere on the banks of the River Trent and in desperate trouble from the swollen waters. Some interceptors are en route by road, but when it comes to rescuing a damsel in distress, nothing cuts it quite like a chopper. With its 54 times magnification thermal imaging camera and onboard life-saving gear, the £3.4 million Eurocopter has the best tools in the box for a rescue operation. The team don't know the woman's state, so they need to find her fast. But at the moment, that's proving to be a problem.
searched north along the flow of the river for about a mile. There's nothing obvious. We're now going to do a more detailed search.
In the chopper, interceptors Ian Worthington, Alan Hudson and pilot Eric Church. Over the last 15 years, their unit has made over 2,000 searches for missing people and saved hundreds of lives. Their thermal imaging camera picks up on body heat, making it glow bright white. In this case, it looks like some sheep, but they have to check to be sure. Then comes news from the interceptors on the ground.
Okay, we'll come back towards you. You say you can hear her. Just give us your location, please.
There's a boat in the river we just flagged down.
The ground team think they've located the woman on the bank, but she's still out of sight.
In front of us, I believe, but I can't get anywhere near her. If you can have a look and see if there's a way to get to her, you know, if you're in the middle or the other side, if you come towards me, there's some huge bushes, and I believe she's down there.
Even using their thermal imaging, the chopper team are struggling to get a visual.
I'm pointing to the area roughly where she is, on the Lincolnshire bank, somewhere down in there.
Can you actually see her?
Yeah, I can't see her, I can just hear her.
The ground team can hear the woman shouting. They know she's somewhere trapped in the bushes along the bank, which are half flooded by the swollen river. Regulations mean police aren't allowed to approach within 2 meters of the water without the proper safety equipment. But luckily, the chopper boys have all the right stuff.
Right, well, we've got some lines, we've got life jackets we can put down. I'm quite prepared to go down holding a line to see if I can find her.
Ian prepares to make an entrance.
Yeah, I can see we can put down in that field and we can use a line. I've got a life jacket and I can go down towards the river, try and find her. Oscar Hotel, so we're putting down. Come on. Let's see.
Ian touches down with the life jacket and safety lines, leaving teammate Alan to continue the search from above. Then, using their state-of-the-art camera, Alan spots something moving in the bushes. He needs to guide his teammate to the stranded woman who's clearly in trouble.
It's my right, it's my left.
He's inches away from a rescue.
Yeah, control from what we've got her. Yeah, we've got it.
It's a result.
From 042, we can confirm that we are with the lady. Paramedics are in attendance.
The missing woman was given the all-clear on physical injury, having been rescued in the nick of time. It's Police 1, Mother Nature 0, thanks to the Interceptors and their multi-million-pound eye in the sky. Coming up, the Interceptors bag a boozer who loves his motor so much, he just can't bear to part with it. On a sunny Saturday afternoon in southwest Lincolnshire, Sergeant Mark Carlin is en route to the scene of a serious crash.
We're just taking a call from one of my officers who's witnessed a vehicle reverse into another vehicle and then tried to drive off without stopping and leaving details, and they've now located the vehicle and it's crashed.
During years of decorated service, it's something the straight-talking Sarge has seen far too often.
The officers have asked for an ambulance, so I'm taking it they've found this vehicle crashed with the driver and the driver's injured in some way.
The officers at the scene suspect the female driver may have been drinking.
That's where it is, where the helicopter is, though.
At least it seems the air ambulance wasn't needed this time. Even for an old hand like Sarge.
Here's the car. And here's the officers.
The scene is pretty shocking. Although it seems the woman may have got off unbelievably lightly.
The lady is in the back of the ambulance.
Yeah.
Complaining of lower back pain.
Yeah.
Has smells of intoxicant and all the other stuff. So we're just waiting for the update from inside. And she's also got a dog for us.
Not content with nearly killing herself and her motor, it appears she almost wrote off her mutt.
You want to be a dog handler later, do you? Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, there is budget cuts. That used to be an Alsatian.
It turns out the Sarge's fellow interceptors were dealing with a car in a pub car park just down the road when a woman backed into it with her coupe and then drove off. And from there, the story goes from bad to worse.
Next thing, a lad in a van comes up and says a woman's literally just rolled a car outside the village. Says, is it by any chance a black Hyundai coupe? I went, yeah, how did you know that? Right.
So the woman managed to smash into another car before doing a runner and then flipping her motor into a ditch. And the reason why is all too clear.
Yeah, drunk.
Whilst the rest of the team head off to hospital, it's an afternoon standing guard for the Sarge, who's sadly no stranger to a horrific accident.
She's come down here, lost control on this tarmac edging, at which point the car's then gone this way. You can just see the tyre mark in the grass there. And it comes out here and then straight across there where the two indentations are. Yeah, totally lost it on the bend. She's lucky to be alive, and she's lucky she hasn't hit anybody else, which is the other thing.
Around 1 in 6 deaths on our roads are blamed on booze. Most of these happen at night. But with more people on roads during the day, a lunchtime tipple has the potential to be much more deadly.
Right, I have to look at getting this recovered from my colleagues. Yeah, can you sort me out recovery for this vehicle that 9-8 were involved with, please?
Yes, sir. It's drivable.
No, it isn't. It's down a 10-foot ditch. Drinking and driving doesn't help, does it? Good grief. Horrendous.
Despite ending up with a conviction for being well over the limit, a ban from driving for 19 months and a fine of £200, the woman can consider herself extremely lucky. Because a crash like this could have been much worse. Getting on a drink driver's tail fast means hopefully things don't have to end in disaster. The target in this pursuit is suspected of being wasted behind the wheel.
Speed is 4 or 5 miles per hour.
One way of bringing his wild night out to an abrupt but safe end is to deploy a stinger, a metal strip lined with tyre puncturing spikes. Surprisingly, he's managed to dodge the first one.
If we can get him before he goes to ground, gets into the town centre, ideal.
But if he is boozed up, then he's pushing his luck. And this time, he's caught the spike square on.
Subject slowing to 20 miles per hour.
With all of his tyres deflating,
Yeah, subject's really lost. Had him up behind us.
his time on the run has just run out. Although he still seems to think he can play hard to get. The boozy motorist was charged with being drunk behind the wheel, failing to stop and dangerous driving. He got an 18-month suspended sentence, was fined £230 and was banned from the road for an additional 18 months. Overall, his half-baked antics on the road have led to a rather deflating run-in with the law.